In the end of the day, whether it's Jewish Israeli settlers, Jewish Israeli racists, Jewish Israeli terrorists, or it's the state of Israel, like both have caused nothing but like more destruction that was brought upon the Palestinian population here. In the year 2006, an Israeli military chief of command was asked, why does the state continue to destroy olive trees? And he said, and I quote, like their children, their trees look so naive as if they can't harm anyone. But like their children, several years later, they turn into a ticking bomb. An olive tree somehow turns into a ticking bomb, just like Palestinian children do, you know? Palestinians represent for the state of Israel a demographic bomb. So somehow a Palestinian will be born and somehow he will explode. Palestinian children have been blown away by Israeli bombs, and Palestinian olive trees have been cut down or have been blown away by Israeli bulldozers or by Israeli settlers.
The main danger of the future of Israel as a Jewish state in the future is the Palestinian demography. So the Palestinians will be majority, I think they estimated in 2040, vast majority. So they consider this as the end of Israel. And when you talk about demography, mainly, this is like the essence of the racism. The occupation, we consider the occupation, it's by itself, it's racism. It's apartheid. The wall by itself, how it's like reshaping the map of the West Bank. It's built on Oslo map, on area A, B, C, where they were surrounding the Palestinian populated areas in area A and B with a wall, and this will be the limit of the Palestinian expansion in the future. This is bordering the Palestinians' life, taking out and isolating all their resources that's in area C, which is over 60% of the West Bank. And they divide it into three main groups, like North, Middle, South. And within the middle, there is 22 other enclaves that's surrounded by settlements, bypass roads, and all that. So this is how they decide the future of the Palestinians, living in isolated ghettos and reservations, like in the West Bank. So looking at the future of the wall, it is a long-term ethnic cleansing. Because when you take out the land that the people are supposed to continue in the future, living in and expand in the future, and limit them within walls, so they will keep growing in the same spot. In 20 years, these isolations will be flooded with people. So there is no other way for them but to live outside.
This is in brief about our political situation. I say correct, the diagnosis is racism, colonialism, the therapy is resistance, the prognosis is good if we have strong resistance, and part of our resistance is what we do in this museum. Because what we are doing around the museum in the garden is develop permaculture, for example, develop technologies like biological control, like aquaponics, things like that, to intensify production, because we need to have food security for the people, and we need to have better environmental, taking care of our environment.
In '95 we started also doing camping here in the village. Every August we bring children from 6 years old until 90 years old to sleep here for 1 week around the church and in the church, to maintain the struggle and the stories and tell the right and tell the children the things that they don't learn in school or anywhere else. We, the third generation, I think, are the fruits of this camps, because 4 years ago we decided that we want to do something else for the struggle, and we want to start sleeping here and come back to Iqrit despite all the decisions of the government, and despite them stopping us from coming back or building or doing anything on the land. First Saturday of a month we have a Holy Mass here. During the holidays, people get married here. Whatever we can do in the church, we do it. One of the aims of us staying here is really studying the land, studying the environment here, learn how to plant plants and live the life that our grandfather and grandmothers lived here. So we also try to plant our own vegetables and fruits. When we decided that we started with planting 3 trees, and then came every day and to water the trees. And then after 2 weeks, we saw that the land authorities came and destroyed the trees. So we planted again, and it goes over now for 4 years. We believe in our rights. We believe that justice should happen here in Iqrit. They are aiming of people forgetting, and we want to show the people that we're not forgetting, we're still struggling, and we will continue fighting until getting our lands back.
The term existence is resistance has become more of a practical thing, because what Jewish nationalists, or the people we call Zionists today, what they are after is the very existence of the Palestinian population in Palestine. They want them out, because a Palestinian is an obstacle in the face of turning Palestine into a Jewish-only place. You continue to survive in Gaza, you continue to survive in Jerusalem, you continue to survive in the Palestinian communities within the State of Israel, and you continue to survive in the occupied West Bank, because what the State of Israel aims for is to make your life completely unbearable to the point where you would choose to leave. So by not leaving, by continuing to exist, you defy Israeli policies.
In the past, in the beginning of when the occupation came, the volunteer work was very activity. All Palestinians help each other. But nowadays, volunteer work be very back. Because of this, the occupation be power in this in our land and Palestine. So I have to do a promotion for the concept of the volunteer work in its form. So it's not important that I will not collect money, but I have something more than that I collecting money. I help the people. When you help the people, it's very you will feel, according to my own opinion, I feel very happy, because I let them, I support them, I let them stay in their land, not leave their land to go far away. So it's not for me. I will defeat our land. So I have to struggle, and I believe that I must struggle. I like to struggle in everywhere. In the land, in the street, in any way.
The State of Israel has a reputation in the West that we Palestinians have no idea where it came from. It's like the only democracy in the Middle East. But we Palestinians have experienced the State of Israel in a completely different way. The true nature of the State of Israel is that of racism and oppression and expulsion and murder and destruction of homes and theft of land and theft of of everything. That's the true nature of the State of Israel. So by going on with the popular struggle in Palestine, you expose the true nature of the State of Israel by what it is, rather than by what it claims to be.